Hello, welcome to the last video of Animal Instinct to Human Nature. This will be part three, the final part of the series. I'm glad you reached here. Look at this. So we got these videos of animals for the final one here. I think it's a fun shirt. Let's see here: Trash Panda, Danger Noodle, C Flat Flat. It's just cool. I like it. Hope y'all having a good day out there. Well, as you can see, the first one we're going to talk about is monkeys. Now, the monkey species is definitely relatable in many ways. But let's get into it. The baboon. Primates will mate when there is an abundance of food, freeing up their time from gathering. Instead, they'll spend their time more for grooming each other. This solidifies their bonds with each other and will be done to male or females. This solidifies the hierarchy in a group. Basically, what this is saying is that when everybody did their part, there's an abundance of resources, they can more so relax, and that's when it becomes able for the mates to really interact with each other. Some males will only show interest in season. Wandering males can pique interest in females during heat, causing females to even chase males because they just want it that bad. Some males rather not wander and have up to seven female partners, what you call a harem. Their role is to be the maintainers and the initiators of the relationship, grooming their female companion with a lot of their time. Baboons basically are the sugar daddies of the animal kingdom. So you could either be a male, you could have up to seven females, but you gotta take care of all of them. You gotta take care of all of them. You gotta give them all the attention. But those wandering males are going to come still. And females, even though you're interacting with them and grooming them and giving them all your time, they will wander around the field if a male comes and piques their interest. You know, this. Go to the bonobo. While some animals mate purely for reproductive purposes, these monkeys are known to be very promiscuous. They engage in acts together with both genders freely and don't have a one on one relationship that causes jealousy traits compared to some humans. It's more so just a free for all. Yep, that's what I said. If this was supposed to be wrong, why would it be in nature? However, moving on from that, they use intercourse as what researchers would call it to make friends, to make bonds, even as a form of exchange. Sheep is the next part, and I'm gonna relate this to humans in a bit because it gets a little involved with this animal. So mating rituals are seasonal with these animals, specifically called Mansu season. This is I got this information off of YouTube. There's a documentary on Big Bend National Park where these sheep are. So when I talk about Mansu season, I'm talking about um, their mating season in relation to the subjects from the documentary. This will involve some competition with males. Here it is survival of the fittest, strongest males win the right to mate. They will fight for over 25 hours for this chance, this opportunity. Is it that serious to me? 25 hours? Males under the age of 7 don't participate in mating season. The average male lifespan, however, is 14 years. So if we were to equate that to humans, the human equivalent is basically waiting 40 to 50 years of age before going into the mating competition. So you 40-year-old virgins, you still got a chance. Now I'm going to expand a little bit upon this here. So female sheep reach sexual maturity in 6 to 9 months. However, experts recommend after 8 months they shall actually mate because it decreases the odds of stillbirth. I'll talk a little bit more on the human side now. Google AI explained that most fertile years for a woman is toward the early 20s range, with men being in the late 20s. That's biologically speaking, of course. There's factors other than that, and then like the best fertility window to determine when to have a child or not. But this is still of importance if you are planning to have one. Women decline in fertility as age progresses. They have a fixed number of eggs that decrease as time goes on. Egg quality can diminish as well from health conditions like such as uterine fibroids or just your lifestyle. Male fertility can decline in age as well. Actually, after the age of 40, there is an increased chance of miscarriage due to sperm quality. Other things that can affect sperm quality is poor diet, alcohol, recreational drugs, and obesity. And so, for both of these, for male and females, as age progresses, your fertility rate decreases in a way. To combat that, get a healthy lifestyle, eat healthy foods, be active in your life. We're in an age where technology has developed so much that you could find different ways to increase your fertility. That's more of something to talk with an actual doctor. I'm not an expert, but these are things to consider in your mind. The tarantula. Females can live up to 30 years, while males take 4 years to mature. After maturity, males have 2 months to mate because after those 2 months occur, it doesn't matter if they did the deed or not, they're dying. You're dead. You're in the ground. You're diminished. You're snapped away. You're gone. Females will leave a trail of silk with an irresistible aroma to males, signaling that she is ready to mate. Males will follow the trail to show himself, and if the female don't like what she sees, she'll just eat him. For humans, we are lucky we don't get eaten, but she might make you question your reality. To put that lightly, like if you step to a tarantula the wrong way, she just eats you. I mean, if you step to a female the wrong way, you might just get sized. There's jokes out there that says like, "Oh, the worst they could say is no," and then she just ends up like tearing this dude apart just with words. Like she'll say something like, "Yo, mama probably bald. Why you look like that? Get away from me." But But we're here to talk about animals here. Male tarantulas will touch the females with their arms in a way, causing a trance. Um, I think I say do not try this at home unless you know the person. On the female, that will literally keep her from moving for a couple of moments. This window of time will be used to have intercourse, and then the male leaves because he doesn't want to be eaten. So if he stays for too long, he can get eaten too. You come the wrong way, you could get eaten. You actually have intercourse, but you're sticking around, you could get eaten for sticking around. So keep that in mind, gentlemen. Some spiders, males, will perform a dance for the female, but during the dance, the female would try to jump at him to eat him. There's a lot of eating going on, not the kind that I like either. After successful maneuvers while still dancing, a female will stop and let the male mate. She'll be like, okay, you got some moves, whatever. And then we'll eat him after she lets him mate. It's just like she's giving it up. She's like, okay, you got it, you move, you feel good, okay, yeah, yeah, come here, and then eat him. But some research have found, even though not confirmed yet, males will bring the female a meal wrapped with silk before approaching, which can be used to not be eaten. So, in conclusion, guys, if you're not sure if you're dealing with a female spider, it's best to just feed them. Just make sure you feed the girl, bro. Just make sure you feed them so you're not their meal. That was a lot of eating there, but we're going to get a little more lighthearted here. This is the actual last animal I'm going to talk about. This is more so of an honorable mention. It is the clownfish. All clownfish are born male. I'm not sure if you heard me. All clownfish are born male. They are protandrous hermaphrodites, having both male and female reproductive organs. Here's the kicker: a complete gender change occurs that's irreversible to make a male a female, and this is the only a right allowed to the most dominant male in the group. The male must first establish social dominance before making this change to his brain and gonads. Hierarchy is determined by size and aggression. Only the other top male is allowed to mate with the female. So it's one and two. So if a group of 50 clownfish are here, the number one dude is like, yo, I beat everybody. I'm the chick now. And then he'll get the number two in line. But hey, man, I mean, this is the animal kingdom. So we have self awareness that differentiates us from purely instinctual animals. However, we all relate in nature because principles stay the same. Specifically, meaning we all share common senses that are being utilized all the time. The sense of smell, touch, taste, hearing, and sight, just like the animals discussed. However, all complexities make our own mating rituals, well, complex. While the exact time varies, studies cite that the key window for making a first impression is around 7 seconds. We live not in a perfect world, so most likely we are also being judged on the external frame we carry, while there's also stereotypes in the world for everybody we have no control whatsoever over, but we do have control with maximizing our senses, from the clothes we put on to the fragrances we wear. Let us remember the bird when it comes to sight, using bright, vibrant colors to draw attention to us. Put some style on it. You got some color to you and some style. You're getting visual appeal from people, and then that is in a way attractive. Also, what we could take away from the bird is dancing. Yeah, people. You put some nice clothes on, and you go out to a club. I've interacted a lot of people just from being open to dance, you know, with everybody. It's a social thing, and can allow you for some nice interactions. Let us remember the frog. When we think about hearing, we could control the sounds and the tonality of our voice as we talk. Now, close to 90% of communication is just tonality and body language. That's all you have to focus on, your body language and the tone of your voice. The words you say is, you know, below those. Let us remember the spider and the burrowing bird when it comes to taste. Gifts of great food can seal the deal, or even prevent you from being eaten. Let us remember the male bee and the female spider when it comes to scent. Males collect the best scents to be chosen, and females hold an aroma so enchanting man can't resist. Let us remember let us remember the sheep when it comes to touch. We might not fight every season to mate. However, both genders need strength to protect ourselves, our home, our mate, our children, our family, and everything else that needs protecting. Not telling anyone here to be an Olympian, but being active, working out, keeping good eating habits, and learning self defense are good steps to maximizing ourselves in the world. Also, to look as good as we can is just an extra plus. There's a lot of things that will be discussed, but just to wrap it up, is more so just thinking about our key senses, making the most of what we can as our human species. Might not be able to change a whole lot of our body structure or the environment we're in right away. There's certain factors that we can do, but we're basically who we are unless we choose to develop ourselves. We can't control stereotypes, how people are judging us, but we can control on maximizing the way we look and the way we think, uh, to best go out into the world in a way that allows us to communicate and interact with people to establish better relationships with each other. So that's the end of animal instinct to human nature. Hopefully, you took something out of this and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.